Alright, welcome back to IXION. This is Season 4, so number 2. Alright, so first things off, we have made it back to this zone. I've scouted everything I can scout on this side of the storm. The other side of the storm, it is, keeps destroying my probes. So, let's get on here. And let's get us some scout ships. And let's start doing this stuff. Oh gosh. What's this gonna hold? I got so much ice and stuff. Let's go with another ice holder. Right there. A lot of ice. A lot of ice over here. My food is good. I'm at 219% because of all my upgrades. Zone 1 has, oh my gosh, how many people? 1,300 people. In fact, maybe I should go ahead and run this one time. Drone Bay, no. Train 15 colonists. Let's go ahead and train some right there. Something. That's all my housing right there. Got a couple batteries mixed in. Got some emergency food. I might take that out though. Don't really need to. Food is doing good. Everything's doing pretty good this round. I just sorted this area out.
An accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
Next I need to do this one. And I'll probably take out the fungi farms up here. Because I've got so much water, it's crazy. I might start putting some things down here to hold all that extra water, or that ice. Here, I've got 4 recyclers. I was doing electronics, but now we're doing polymer. My smelter's going. I could do another one. Do I got enough people to do another one? 284. I do not. So let's transfer some people. Well, actually, yeah, that's getting kind of low. Let's transfer some people over. I'll do that later. What we going for? So we need to get a science ship, and let's get out here and do some science. The first place we're going to is right where we're at. I jumped in over here, then I had a debuff because they were in the a debris field. They didn't like it, so I jumped over here. So
a science ship has arrived at its destination.
Alright, summary of intelligence on crew P38 scans. Our probe has detected a signal originally from a chain of mountains that border an acidic ocean on P38. Transmission from the Dorn's team. This is Dorn's crew. We are currently in orbit of P38. The planet possesses a highly corrosive atmosphere. There'll be little room for improvisations once we touch down, so we must establish a search protocol now. We do know that the signal is transmitting from beneath a mountain. Alternatively, we could focus on analyzing material samples in order to improve our understanding of planets like P38. We got some options. We could just leave. We could bore through the mountain. The Dorn's teams would drill beneath the mountain and attempt to reach the origin of the signal. Perform topographical analysis. Dorn's team performed a detailed topographical analysis of the mountain range in order to find a route to the signal's origin. Ignore the signal and focus on sample collections. Let me take a think about this. Which one should we do? Alright, so thinking about this. If we bore through, the acid's going to get into the ship. Find a way into the ship, it's going to get in either way the ship. So let's just ignore the signal and focus on sample collection. It's going to take us 4 cycles. let's get some stuff done while we wait. No, not in there.
A science ship team has completed a
Last
task.
sector. And then in this sector, we're going to put the recycling stuff because I need more. My recycling is...
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
It's the finite world. And let's go ahead and do this. Oh, and we need a house. I almost forgot the house. Let's go ahead and get us population growth. Right there, looks good. Set that on its way. I did the train. We will be building it. What does it need? 50 ores and... Let's go ahead and switch this to them. Collect them up. Push that back to ore. Let's start collecting so we can get that train built. And that way we have access to the infirmary for when these people start hurting themselves. Alright. Administrator, all sectors of the Tiqqun have been unlocked. The crew feels motivated knowing that the station is now fully operational. Awesome. Trust bonus plus 10. We was already maxed out on trust. Alright, summary of intelligence on Crew P38. Dawn's team have surveyed the teledrics formations present on P38 and collected samples from the acidic ocean. Some samples were taken within the vicinity of the signal. Analysis of these revealed the presence of organic chemical compounds. The team attempted to date the samples and results returned a 30-year age estimate. Give me that. I guess we leave now. Alright, Darwin, let's go to our next spot. Collapse Food Production District.
Happy New Year, Administrator.
Take us 0.9 cycles to get there. And we're going to see what's going on at this place.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
Man. Summary of intelligence on Pentimento wreckage. Our sensors have located a section of the Pentimento drifting in the vacuum of space. Our initial readings are registering a lot of organic debris. It's a UN ship. Transmission from the Owens team. We are on site. This part of the Pentimento was responsible for the ship's food production. Production was divided into two zones, vehicle and animal. We have also identified a self-contained area generating a heat signature. The area is small, but it is not impossible that some survivors may be sheltered there. Alright. Investigate the vehicle zone. Jordan's team will investigate the food production area. Dedicated vegetables better understand the workings. Investigate the animal pens. Jordan's team will investigate the food production dedicated to animals better understand the workings of the domain time. Make a cautious approach towards the self-contained area. Evasively breach the oh gosh, just blow our way in. Question is, which one do we want to do? Alright, so I went back a little bit.
An accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
This one looks like these clouds are creeping closer. So each event is probably going to take me up here. Or going to box me in or something. Like, you'll see. Because I didn't scan anything in here because the clouds destroyed everything. But it looks like we're done there. So let me get back to where we were, and then we'll see how these clouds creep up. Oh yeah, as soon as I clicked up out of there, the fog rolled up. So I'm going to need to start clearing out this back stuff before we continue on. Anyways, let me let you get a look. Let me go ahead and let them collect. Right now I'm going to avoid that one. Let's go pick that up. High priority. High priority. I don't know what I'm going to do with all this stuff, but picking it all up. I need more ship space is what I need. High priority. Let's get this stuff near the center here. I'm afraid it's going to swoop up on me next. So let's go ahead and make this one high priority. Let them do what they got to do. Let's take a look at their ships. Zone 1. Zone 1. Ooh, I can put some big storages up in here. Heck yeah. Give me some storages. We're going to need to transfer some stuff over here. So we're running up out of space. So let's transfer the hydrogen over here for now. It's going to be hydrogen. Let's turn it off. Hydrogen, turn it off. Hydrogen. So we're going to transfer the hydrogen. That's going to fill up spaces in here, and then maybe I'll do some carbon and some ice. Alright, so that's zone 1. Zone 2, still the food. Ice, 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 ice. Tons of ice. Ice is full. Water's full. Food is full. How are we doing on food? 214%? Not too shabby. Zone 3. This is our receiving area. A lot of big storages. Zone 4. We can put some big storages here too. We can revamp this one. Get some big storages. Zone 5. We're about to clear out these recycle centers. Start pumping them out over here. Zone 6, yeah, it's all our recycle centers. But all these recycle centers, and we're still only, oh, we're tier 2. Recycling buildings produce 30% more resources. Stability from waste build reduced by 50%. Food production buildings produce 15% more food. Well, no food production here. Industrial buildings are 30% faster. Ooh, that is awesome.
An accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
We got a full thing of gears over here, of polymer. So I think, yeah, we need to start working on this stuff. Oop, and we took away our science vessel. Let's go back in here and get that. Assign you. Science vessel. Here, collect that science. Alright, so in our sciences, our first ring is completely done. All upgrades. We are now working on the second ring. Let's do docking bay. Docking bays can store 40% more. Love it. Loading on resources. It's faster. Love it. So we'll do them. We'll work on the second ring and then slowly work our way out.
An accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
Here we got all of our solar panels are done. Set 1's done. Set 2's done. Engine externals done. Got 257 power available. Oh my. 2, 1, done. Come back up here. Yeah, there's stuff back in here, right? Look at that, all types of stuff up in here. but I can't get to it. That static storm. Something going wrong.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
Now, we were on this one. Now, let's figure out which one we want to do. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and move over to this planet, because I think we might need to send down a team down there. So we're moving our ship to the industrial wreckage zone. We're going to charge back up our batteries, and then we're going to go at it again.
Caution.
So
Entering debris
mode.
field.
I don't even know if that's on. Turn that off. Global corpse field. Alright, let's go to science. Let's get our recharge rate. Solar panel production is increased by 10. Self-cleaning system. Destruction chance during dangerous weather condition is reduced by 50%. Ooh, that's a keeper. Alright, so we can last 2.6, 1.7, 2.5. I think we can make a jump there.
An accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
0.6. Yep, we can do it. Everything's full. Let's go. Oh, we missed the cutscene. I shouldn't have skipped through it, but that's alright. Alright, so the first thing we want to do, let's investigate the vegetile zone. Doran's team will investigate the food production area dedicated to vegetables to better understand the workings of the Ikintai. Summary of intelligence on vegetable production area. Drilling through several layers of debris, the Doran's team finally reach the vegetable production area. They were greeted by the floating corpses of good soldiers and crew. Oh, a few district workers seem to have reached emergency cryopars before depressurization. Hydroponic technology was used aboard the Embecity to grow fruits and vegetables in large vertical aisles. Recovery yield reports detail how illogical rationing reserves at rates of foods for higher-ranking crew members. Although the remaining food production for the cities are unstable, a few intact storage containers were found by the team. Retrieved resources have been prepared for extraction. New technology, personalized instructions, upgrade, unlocked for crop farm. Alright, so next let's investigate the animal pens. Maybe we'll find something there. For that, let's take a look at the crop farm. Food production speed is increased by 40%. Very nice. Let's research that. We're going to need some more food with all the mouths we're getting. That on, turn that on. Before we end that one, we want to make sure we clean up pretty good around here. Summary for the intelligence on animal production area. The production area has been gutted for several hundred meters. The huge amount of floating carcasses has made it difficult for the team to differentiate between what is animal and what is not. The team did find several working cryopods and have prepared these for extractions. Production seems to mainly to have been galliform, though there are signs that rare meats were produced. The Doran team wishes to specifically note that they found a cryopod containing a dog. One seems to have decided that the animal's life was more important than their own. Their corpse hangs onto the pod. Oh, that's cool. Naming protocol, provide a new home for the dog. Let's do it. Let's get that dog up in here. Alright, Administrator, I did not expect this decision. I would remind you that DOLOS regulations prohibit animals on board the Tiqqun. I do Postulate, however, that an ammo's presence may be good for the crew morale. Alright, end data's we got achievement, man's best friend. Let's go ahead. Possible survivors. I don't like the UN, so let's go ahead and breach. Send them out in space. Right there. Let's do it. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up this whole area. Then I'm gonna get a bunch of science ships and we're gonna get to work. It's almost cleaned up too. Oh, I do need to get all these pods out though. 351 pods. I got some food. Let's do it. Uh-oh. Administrator. Coincidences were detected within the crew member's DLS records. After reviewing the data, I found that the crew member is actually a dog. Borzai, to be exact. I have not discovered how it came to be on board. Its mere presence violates several health protocols. I will say that it does seem to be providing extremely beneficial for the crew morale. Decision must be made concerning the animal's fates. Officially recognize the dog as a member of the crew. Stability bonus +1 permanent. Oh, nice. Love it. Alright, what was I doing here? I don't even remember. Alright, yes, I am a hoarder. Everything's been cleaned up. Go here, see what happens. Upon breaching the area, the crew of the Darwin discovered the corpse of a young soldier. The diary indicates that they are part way through some type of rite of passage when the Lamonti was attacked. They found themselves trapped in this area with some engineers. There are signs of cannibalism on the remains of the few other corpses present, where the diary entries portray an individual sinking into dementia, blaming DOLOS and the Ashgalantes for the misfortunes that had befallen them and for the loss of the earth. The team has concluded that this was a place of indoctrination. For the surrounding production zone workers remains a statue dedicated to the glory of the Elementi commanders, were found, as well as other art pieces aimed at condemning the enemies of humanity, DOLOS and the Aspagates. And that looks like that's it for here. What's moving in? Okay, that is not good. Let's go here, collect that science. What we're going to do let's get some more science ships going out here. Science. Science. Guess I need to make another science. I think I need one more science ship. Alright.
A science ship has
Going
arrived
right
at its
there.
destination.
We're gonna go here. Go there.
An accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
We get another science ship. Go here. We're going to try to hit them all at once. Because that fog is coming in quick. And I don't know where a safe spot would be.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
Need some stuff up in here. Give me some gears. Give me some gears. Let's put 50 up in here. I've got enough supplies to last me for a long, long time. Wish I could jettison some supplies. I wonder if I can. Start jettisoning this trash. Well, I need the trash for the iron. So how are we doing here? We're making the new science ships. Have some casualties. Out we go. Let's start on this planet first.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
Got a spot. Vent available. Alright, summary of intelligence on Crook P-42 scans. P-42 is eligible for colonization test and data collection will help shape future DOLOS initiatives. We have landed on P-42. Planet is bathed in a toxic yellow haze, which severely reduces visibility. First measurements have recorded trace amounts of oxygen in the planet's atmosphere. We have also noted the presence of a few species of bacteria on the shores of Mada, one of P-42's canide oceans. Established basic Nylon colony? Oh no. We want to advance Nylon colony. Boom, do it. Alright, who's available? 90 people. We'll have to transfer some over. So while he's doing that, let's get in here. This is zone 3. Let's go to zone 1.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
We transfer 90. Colonists from section 1, section 3. Start mitigation. While they start that, let's go ahead and train 50 more colonists. Oh.
Population transfer complete.
We do that, let's do the one that's closest to this wave of destruction. Data summary on elemental reactors. Our sensors have located a section of elemental drifting in space. First reports indicate that this reactor was once the ship's engine room and reactors. It was mission from the crew of the Darwin. We have arrived at the site. Only 2 of the elemental's massive reactors remain. Initial reconnaissance reveals 3 places of interest: the thrusters, the engine room, and the engine supervisory area. Investigate the thrusters, engine room, or supervisory area. Alright, let's go here. Let's establish the advanced colony. We're almost done. Just need to get our rest of our people there. So we're waiting on that. Let's go here. Beta summary elemental. Sensor located. Elemental drifting in space. First reports indicate that this wreckage was once the ship's engine room. Well then, let's go to the engine room. Proceed to the engine room. Try to learn more about how it operated. Alright, they're setting up shop up here. Got shop here. Water's good, food is good, iron's good.
An accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
People are unpacking as fast as we can get them. Accident, accident, accident. Accidents everywhere. How is this thing? 17 of 100. I do have all the trains unlocked. Is there anything
A science ship team has completed a task.
Cell housing upgrade. So let's take a look at that. Cell housing. Heat recovery steel mill.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Waste heat recovery. Boom, got it. Alright, here we take a look at this. Temporary test colony has now been established. Colonists will periodically transmit reports on the progress. These will provide us with valuable field data. And we will leave the... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Easy. Easy now. Right. The Elemental's engines were not supported by a PA or even a basic AI. Instead, crew members were constantly monitoring, adjusting, and repairing the engines and thrusters. Their living conditions were extremely precarious, and it would seem many of them were either prisoners or rejects from the population. Onboard Elemental traces of writing were found within some dormitory cells referring to genetic contests and asphagites. There are records of serious breakdowns before the final explosion. Crew members would work waist deep in coolant, some dying while performing their tasks within the toxic substance. Those who refused were executed by their superiors. Well, speaking of their superiors, let's investigate the engine supervision area. How you doing? Looks like they're doing all right. Let's check the ship. But it's still working. What happened here? 14,199. I guess we had a breakdown. Let's cut this off. That's not enough. Get some people. You know what section we're in. Alright, let's get 20 workers. Only workers from section 1 to section 5. Hopefully that does them right. Mitigate on over.
Population transfer complete.
Option. Good. I don't know why they do good and then all of a sudden everything just goes bad.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Back up here.
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
Pirate. What does that even mean? The engine supervision area was mainly occupied by those of rank. Some had time to enter cryopause before the apparent depressurization of the area. Analysis of remaining computer infrastructure indicates that their directives were mercilessly toward the engine room workers. They treated them as expendable outcasts. There are traces throughout the entire supervisory district of hacking attempts. All ships' computers dedicated to the engines and reactors were compromised, preventing the Elementi from maneuvering and causing power failures throughout the superstructure. Darwin's team has managed to extract remnants of the computer protocol that were used to do this. These fragments of code point to an author. The BMS relevant data has been sent to the Tiqqun's tech lab for more detailed analysis. So we're boarding pirates. This is not good. Let's investigate the thrusters. Here comes my ships to collect. Science, 168 little pods. They picked up a bunch. What kind of science can we get? I was looking for the health center, maybe. Didn't do that one.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Don't care about any of that. Oh, yes, we do want that. Propaganda. That's it for now. We still need to do the road launcher stuff. Got a bunch of stuff. Road conduction speed. We got scouting radius. Ooh, that's a good one. We want that. 50% faster. We can take that one too. Let's go ahead and wait for that one to get done. It's done. Let's research that one next. Roads move fast. Oh, Administrator, we now have data to analyze Pinner's hacking protocols. The associated research project can be launched in the Tech Lab. This should allow us to set up computer protection systems to reduce the impact of any digital attacks. Acknowledged. New technology upgrade. Hacking threat must upgrade unlocked for the present. In data listening protocol. Where's it at? Said we had it. I don't know where it's at though. I don't know. It's not something we build, is it? Got me. Alright, here we go. Event available. The Intimente seem capable of achieving two different types of propulsion. The intra-system mode of propulsion, many has similarities to DOS EKP. Cross-referencing mission data reveals a number of matches we've encountered near Saturn during the attacker's initial test phase. Their inter-system propulsion converts many of these basic operations of the Volt engine. Our team has noted the remains of numerous accreditation areas. Access to knowledge of the propulsion seems to have been strictly regulated. Two reactors were damaged at the same time as the largest superstructure, and our analysis has revealed traces of gluon particles. Alright, that's it. Let's leave the ruined propulsion systems. Whoa. It's getting close to that one. So when he gets done, we're going to recall him. Then back to the ship. Go back. Stay. 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 Alright. We got a planet. Two more zones.
An accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
All these accidents. I don't even know what I want to learn. Now train 200 workers. I'll take it. Battery life. Battery power. We'll take the battery power. We don't feel like changing our batteries. Oh, we wanted the health center, didn't we? Recovery 10% faster. We'll just leave it like that for now. Everybody up? No, yes. Right, so next, destroyed command center. Oh. Summary of intelligence on the Elementor's command center. Initial reports indicate that we have found the wreckage of the Elementor's command center. The UN ship appears to have been attacked. Transmission from the Oppenheimer's team, although the command center of the IXION is heavily armored, the structure has suffered terrible bombardment. It appears as if something sliced through the largest superstructure. Elementi, this must have dislodged the center and separated from the rest of the ship. Numerous pieces of debris collapse, float around the room. We have located a breach within an armor plane that should allow us to get inside. Alright, let's enter the command center. It'll take us 2 cycles.
An accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
Alright, summary of intelligence on Amto's command center. The frozen room through which the Oppenheimer's team had to navigate are from a nightmare. Projectile damage covers most surfaces, and there are signs of electrical fires having raged throughout the corridors. This is not to discount the ever-present grim sight of severed corpses upon entering the bridge. The team discovered the bodies of the commander-in-chief, and other officers. It appears they took their own lives. We must retrieve the Remus data. The Tiqqun should be kept in close proximity to the command center. This will allow Oppenheimer's team to use the station's power via the retractable telescopic pole and access the center's terminals. Wait. Well, that's eventually where we need to go. But we're trying to finish this off up here. So let's go to the industrial zone wreckage. Elemental industrial zone scan. Our scans have detected large quantities of steel around what appears to be wreckage of the industrial zone. Transmission from the Focus team. You arrived at the ruined industrial zone. The view is intriguing. In addition to the general debris and bodies that float everywhere, there are large piles of previously molten metals that have solidified when the area was exposed to the vacuum space. The zone has been ripped open and much of the interior appears to have been blown away. The structure there extends into a storage area full of suspended yellow particles. SP. Let's go ahead, investigate the storage area. See what that's gonna do. Ooh, that thing's still popping out science. How much science I got? 90? Let's see. What do we want? DOLS center. Propaganda gains additional stability. We like it. Let's see. Engage display indicating progress towards tier 2 of a special.
A science ship team has completed a task.
I don't care about that. Health center. Recovery 10% faster. Yes, we definitely want that. What else do we need? What do we use? We use alternative life center. So I'm going to do that one. Let's see. We're done? Alright, storage area seems to have been the battleground for a large, violent clash. Workers attempted to repel an invader using small firearms and improvised weapons, apart from the cutting laser marks across the bodies and containers. There is no evidence that identifies the invader. The large majority of the storage area seems to have been emptied, but after some searching, the Focus team located a number of intact cryopods and resources containers. Everything has been prepared for extract. Alright. Next, let's look for the yellow particles. Good, he's coming to come and get the stuff. Five cycles to go. Let's go back in our ship. Make sure everything's good. Everything seems alright. We are defrosting again. There's cryopods, there's food. That's HE right there. That's HE. Let's change you to carbon. Change you to FE. Your H. Your H. Change you to SI. There we go. Everything's split up now.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Alright, come on, science team. The team followed the trail of yellow particles through the vacuum to another section of the Elemenkai wreckage. It appears to have been at least partially spared from the destruction we have seen elsewhere. The particles come from the crushed and damaged flowers of willow squash. Bedded these frozen plants surrounded a large bronze sculpture, a depiction of Earth, crowned with laurels. Many messages have been left near the sculpture, railing against the perceived enemies of humanity, DOLOS and the Ashetes. A plaque at its base against the cynicism that kills hope, against the madness which precipitates hell, to perpetuate the genius of humanity and the memory of our life on Earth. There is a compartment beneath the plaque in which a sealed time capsule was found. So it seems possible it could be opened. Alright, well, let's open that time capsule. Still picking up stuff.
An accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
What's this accident? Accidents in every sector. We're happy, conditions are optimal. What else to do for them? We'll do a sector 4. Sector 4 seems so bare. Maybe we'll put some storages.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Oh, science team is completed. Alright, summary. Time capsule data. Inside the capsule were toys and other everyday items. Several objects were unknown purpose. There was a packet of newspaper clippings that revealed some of what happened after the Tiqqun first entered self-similar space. There was a total collapse of Earth's ecosystems, accelerated by the moon's destruction. In response, the United Nations installed a totalitarian government of planetary surveillance to protect population from eco-terrorists and the continuous waves of pandemics. They prioritized corporation practices that supported the environment and its preservation. Individual responsibilities seem to have become paramount. Numerous legal ramifications were implemented to counter any further acceleration of ecosystem destructions. In this time of crisis, and guided by the government, society seemed to have turned on politicians, extremists, immigrants, and conspiracy theorists. One after the other, they portrayed them as possible scapegoats, holding them responsible for 250 years of industrialization, market disruption, superficial societal practice, moral decay, and hyper-consumerism. The Ente was to be the Great Arc, the global project that would save humanity. Only those deemed well-behaved in the eyes of the government would be allowed to board. The Ashkenagans, fanatics of mysticism, and proponents of genetic manipulation were left behind on Earth, the deviants and dissidents. New technology upgrades, self-cleaning lubricants upgraded for waste treatment center. Let's go see what that is. Waste treatment center. Self-cleaning lubricants. Power cost is reduced by 5. Steel mill upgrade is required. Let's get the steel mill upgrade in. And we got to save us some power. There's all our zones. Zones are still happy. We have a lot of people in Zone 1. We can still hold a few more.
An accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
Let's do 10. Only workers, Section 1 and Section 2. Have about 30. Let's do 4.
Population transfer complete.
It's fine. That looks fine. That looks fine. Let's move over some non-workers. Like 200. Sector 2. We got plenty of
Population
housing.
transfer complete.
That'll give us more room up there. Maybe we'll move 200 to Sector 3 as well. That'll give us plenty of room. 500, 600. Only got 200 pods. We're good.
Population transfer complete.
Alright, Oppenheimer. Why don't you come back? You're currently investigating event. Alright. Well, that's going to be it for us tonight. Thanks for joining. Come back tomorrow and we'll see if we can make it out the system before we get destroyed. So, until then, y'all take care.